Okay, so we should be going live, back with Final Fantasy. Got a lot of class quests to do today. We got our class quest for Scholar and Summoner. We got a 45 one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pick up, I believe I'm gonna pick up Rogue. Get that started just a little bit until I start running out of rest of the experience. And then we will, I think I have Dragoon to do. And then, depending on how much time I still have, we'll knock out a little bit of story. So let's see what she has to say. Greetings, Lions. Though it is good to see you, I'm afraid I've yet to ascertain Tristan's ultimate objective. I know he's cunning and brutal and will stop at nothing to achieve his purpose. As matters stand, we but chase after this man's shadow. Such a straightforward pursuit will, I believe, leave us one step behind. Our sole advantage is the treasure we possess that Tristan appears to covet. Eventually, his desires will bring him to us. When and where Tristan will strike, I cannot say, but it is unlikely to be on a field of our choosing. Thus, I suggest we prepare for this inevitable conflict the best we may. As fortune should have it, in the ruins of Mordona has provided me with a new source of strength. Words among the suns that a set of invoker's attire has been unearthed. Made during the reign of Allegan Empire, these enchanted garments were sewn with the exclusive use of summoners. I only imagine the degree at which we will enhance our already impressive powers. The man supervising the excavation efforts at St. Quinox Fine, Rambros, is a good dear friend of mine. In light of our circumstances, I'm certain he will consent to request that you be allowed to don the attire. Shall we pay him a visit? Okay, so now we gotta go to Mordona real quick. Okay, let's see what he says. Yahithra. I suspect you would make an appearance before long. I presume this fine gentleman is the new summoner I've heard so much about. It's hopefully the first of many. Now pray tell me, Rambros, has the discovery of Allegan made invoker attire been confirmed? It has. Truly an historical find. Then I would ask a boon of you, my friend. You call the predicament of which I spoke. Our chances of survival would be greatly improved if you consider allowing Lions to wear the Allegan garments. Well, he is a summoner after all, and I must confess to no small degree of scholarly curiosity as to the effect the attire will have on with the appropriate training. These finds, however, the result of much sweat and even a few tears on part of the excavation team. It is a frustrating task at times, and I fear they will be loath to part with the garments without some measure of recompense for their efforts. Allow me, though, to offer a solution. A metallic monstrosity of Allegan construction known as mirror knights have risen from the dig sites scattered across Mordona. Needless to say, they pose a dangerous threat to our excavators. I suggest you speak with my 3 field agents and dispose of any such nastily hindrance to their work. I dare say they will gladly surrender the pieces of attire they hold. Once I've confirmed that our dig site's suitably empty of armored horrors, I'll see you rewarded with the garment that I myself recovered from the ruins. Alright, easy enough. Mirror Knight lurks over just beyond. I can scarce think straight with the thing wondering about. Oh god, it approaches. You have my thanks. Now I'll finally be able to concentrate on my task. If I'm not mistaken, you are in search of Invoker's attire. I have one of its wondrous pieces right here. You are most welcome to it. Praise the gods. Remember how said an adventure would be along. Please, you must destroy that horrid construction. Thank you for eliminating the source of my recent nightmares. I do not already stutter so, you see, but abstract terror has an effect on folk. Now that I hear from Hithra, you'll have need of the elegant garment. I should be able to see it put to practical use rather than shut away in some dusty vault. Mirror Knights. Yes, they have become quite bothersome. I'd be most appreciative if you'd eliminate the creaking pest that has been plaguing me of late. Fascinating. I never thought I would have the fortune enough to observe a conflict against an elegant construct at such close quarters. It has been a deeply enriching experience. If the price is to be a piece of the Invoker's attire, then so be it. The champion of our research returns. With the ruins now free of Mirror Knights, the excavation can now proceed at a more satisfying pace. Trembling in fear of one's life makes it astonishingly difficult to handle such ancient artifacts with the tenacity to crumble into dust. You performed a valuable duty to us, Alliance. As promised, we will have the Summoner's Garment uncovered by my own hand as your reward. Yes, Hithra mentioned she would await you at Akula Falls. It seems no doubt in her mind that you would succeed here. Okay. So go back over here. So this was how the summoners of old were clad. More or less. It's unfortunate the ruins have yet to surrender the final piece of the suns. These garments, aside from the coloring, are identical to the garb that Tristan wore. You will find no edge against you through his equipment. The next you face that murderous cad, victory will be decided purely by who is more talented summoner. To that end, it is time you drew on your experience of defeating the primal Garuda, as her aura of fickle violence is palpable upon you. It is daunting to imagine the Eggy born of the Lady of Vortex. Such unpredictable veracity will serve you well. I'd have you search very suitably every location in which to perform the Auxiliaries of Wind. You, my dear summoner, must need to prepare your body and mind for the trials ahead. I shall be waiting. And this one gives us Summon Garuda. Deals a wind damage and potency of 100 to target of all enemy enemies nearby it. Grants 4 stacks of wind attunement. Gemshine and Pressure for Brilliance will be wind aspected. Okay, so since Garuda's restless essence, railing within the confines of your etheric channels, it is time we granted its release with the Auxiliaries of Wind. Thankfully, I have already a mind of a location that suits well our elemental purposes. You are familiar with the floating city of Nim and Outer Lost Lucia? You might imagine the aspect of wind is entirely dormant in the area of those suspended isles. Pray make your way there as soon as you feel prepared. I'm quite excited to see the new Eggy. Okay, so we will basically have one that does single target, which is going to be Earth, and then Emerald will do an AoE. And then these are single targets AoE, single target AoE, pretty much. Okay, we're good. So, said outer? Pretty sure. Shall we begin? As soon as this is your third such experience, you have now grown familiar with the steps of the ritual. Just as before, I'd have you concentrate on shifting your etheric balance. Imagine the energy within you, howling through your veins, an incessant gale of screeching wrath. Garuda's essence will only be too eager to harness those raging currents and shape them into a worldly avatar. Once Garuda Eggy has appeared, it is time for you to tame its fury. Hey there, Nocturnal. How's it going? How have you been doing? I swear I've kind of only been seeing in Poly streams, but that's all good. Poly, I haven't played with Poly in a bit. Excuse me, do I not have Carbuncle? Oh, yeah, I gotta take care of these plumes, huh? Probably can't let those sit around. You enjoyed so far on your Steam Deck? Nice. I don't think I've got one of those yet, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about it. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Whew, that was a bit rough. Yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the Steam Deck. Masterly done, Lions. Garuda Eggi's power is now yours to wield. Your aptitude for the art of summoning succeeded my highest expectation, as I could not have found a more valuable partner for my research. Let's return to Apakula Falls. I'm sure you must be exhausted from your ordeal. Okay, so just gonna go Britannia. With the addition of Garuda Eggi, you have now commanded 3 powerful avatars. You no doubt realize, however, each of these entities has a particular role in which it excels. For Garuda Eggi, the role of unleashing magic strikes on distant foes. Thus, it fit feeling equal parts joy and apprehension at how faithfully the summoned being displays the original Primal's volatile disposition. Experiment with your Eggi's allies, and the most effective use of their individual abilities will soon become clear. With such mastery of the art at your disposal, I shall almost pity Tristan when next he chooses to confront you. Before that time comes, however, I will endeavor you to piece the mysteries of his motivations. May your discoveries bring you new confidence, Lions. He's so dumb. Enhances signature attack of summons, upgrading to Inferno, Mockbuster to Earth and Fury, and Garuda Aerial Strike to Aerial Blast, and then we get the... Okay, cool. So we're done with that for right now. Now we'll go over to Scholar. That, we need to go over to Limsa. Good to see you, Lions. I have made yet another discovery which pertains to you and your scholarly arts. I've gotten in possession of several ancient engravings, including some which show the traditional remnants of Namibian scholars. In fact, the extraordinary detail of these illustrations, coupled with the information gleaned from other sources, have sufficed to deduce their design. At present, it is impossible to say how historically accurate my designs are, but I propose we enlist the aid of Eorzea's permanent artisans so that we might recreate these garments. If they prove efficiently authentic, expect your fairy will gain some of her missing memories. In the hands of a permanent weaver, say Master Redolent Rose of Sunsilk Tapestries, information should be sufficient. But you cannot journey to Ulda until you have gathered the leaves of direwort. My text explicitly mentioned that the plant's pigments were used to dye Numidian uniforms. Alas, direwort is much rarer than it was in the days of yore. It can only be found in fogfens now. Unless you think I mean to make you do all the work, worry not. While you scour Mordona for the plant, I will contact Master Rose and convince him to help. I doubt it will require much effort. Okay, so back to Mordona. Oh my goodness. That is bad. That is very bad. Oh my god. I am so glad we have children. Let's go ahead and summon our fairy. Not that kind of fairy. Terrible. That's all done. Now we need to go to Ul'dah. I suppose you do have a rather scholarly air about you. I've been expecting you, Lions. Have you the leaves in Alcazolca's designs done? Crafting remnants have not been seen for 1500 years is indeed a daunting challenge. But it is one I suspect I will enjoy a great deal, for rare is the day a weaver revives ancient fashion. It shall begin at once. You may observe if you like, but be aware it will be a lengthy process. It has been some time since I've labored with such intensity. I adhered to Alcazolca's designs as best I could, but there were certain aspects I felt compelled to change. His lack of familiarity with textiles and weaving led to what I can only assume are errors. You will note that I can only complete the colettes. There is because the other garments require skill to which I do not possess. Mr. Serendipity and Jeva of the Lions Goldsmith and the Leatherworkers Guild, respectively, provide the finishing touches to the remaining pieces. But you were unaware that I did not craft a full set by myself, weren't you? Very well, I shall send him word to them on your behalf. You need to only visit each guild to present them my unfinished works. Okay, so we should have at least gotten one thing down. Greetings, Lions. Red said you'd be along shortly, so let's see that motorboard. A motorboard? What? This shouldn't take long. Wait here a moment. Here it is, as promised. Amazing what a difference a mithril tassel can make, isn't it? Wear it with pride, Lions. Now off you go, and be sure to enjoy your time in Gridania. Okay, so now we just go to Gridania. Lions, the man who would single-handedly revive the scholarly arts. Alright, show me what you've got. Master Rose's work is marvelous, as to be expected. This will be a pleasure. There you go. One pair of fingerless buffalo leather gloves, perfect for the scholar prefers to have his protection does not come with a constant dexterity. All the boots? Belia will see to those. She's an expert cord winder, and you wouldn't need to worry about the quality. I've already spoiled you by making the gloves for free. You're the scholar, yes? I've been instructed to assist you. Please let me see Master Rose's work. Craftsmanship is amazing. I cannot wait to get started. Here you are, sir. Made from the finest boar and buffalo leather in accordance with Akazuka's designs, which are very impressive, I must say. You must be dying to see the completed set. I know I would be, had I gone to such great lengths. You have to surprise him by wearing the garments when next you beat him. By the gods, I feel as though I've been transported backwards through time. You were the very image of the million scholars of Eld. Well, minus the gown, but still, never in my wildest dreams did I think it would turn out this well. And I see you approval as well, little one. Suffice to say, we can consider this a great success. And this gives us Lustrate, which we lose an aided flow, but we heal for 600, which, honestly, not too bad. Ah, yes, forgot to mention that while I was awaiting your return, I made considerable progress with the Sufficing the Nemean tablets. Much of what I've learned until now pertains to the roles of scholars within the military. However, their latest texts might offer insight to scholars' activities during times of peace. As you can imagine, they were not the sort to let their restorative magics go to waste. One particularly stirring account describes their selfless efforts to combat the spread of a virulent plague that at one point threatened to engulf all of Nim. Naturally, they did so with the aid of their fairies, which is why I believe that similar acts of charity may serve to further awaken your winged companion. If you have a mind to test my theory, why not journey to Camp Bronze Lake? No shortage of the sick and wounded there. Rakusa Farusa will doubtless welcome your services were you to offer them. He presides over the Warm Wine Sanatorium, so be sure to have a word with him if you decide to go. Okay, so where am I going to put that? I might... Okay. Maybe something like that. Because we really shouldn't be long casting anyway. We only lose like 10 points of potency. So where am I going? Upper Lostensia is over here. Hello and welcome to Bronze Lake. If you desire treatment, you wish to administer treatment, you've been qualified to... You must be Lyons, the scholar. We are happy to accept any assistance you can provide. I'm told you possess magics which can cleanse the body of toxins, impurities, and maladies. At the present, we have 5 patients visiting Springs who would benefit from this care. Pray attend to these individuals and return to me when they're finished. Cast Asuna on the invalids. My lungs, I can breathe again. Bless you, sir, bless you. What the? Why'd you have to go and do that? Oh, bugger. Now they'll take me wine away. What did you do? You took something from me. Bad. I don't know what you did, but I'm glad you did it. Thank you. Oh, hello. You set me free. No longer figure you feel his eyes on me. What's this warmth? Did you do that? Thank you, whoever you are. Incredible, absolutely incredible. What you did for those patients were nothing short of miraculous. The commanding officers will be pleased to hear that they can return to active duty. You and Alcazolka have my deepest thanks, Lions. Lions. Rakuza Farusa told me that your potent magic exceeded all expectations. Had a good time, did you? I thought you might. It warms my heart to see the two of you making such great strides. It reminds me that I must work hard to see that I am not left behind. For the nonce, I shall resume deciphering the Nemean tablets, though they have yielded an immense quantity of information of the scholarly arts. I remain confident they contain an equally impressive wealth of tactical information. Okay, that actually has a greater cure potency, but it does come at the cost of an Aether Flow, which not great. Right, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to head over here. There's not behind these covenant doors for the worldly type like you, Gov. We're the dutiful sisters of the Edelweiss, all purity and saintly-like. Now bugger off. Think about it. I thought you some simple errand lad, but now I've had a proper look at you. You're lions, ain't you? I knew it. Something about Millen Primals leaves its mark on the cove. It does. Anyway, you being who you are, you must have an inkling as to what goes on here. The Admiral sent you to meet one of my associates at that business with Leviathan, if you recall. That's right. You stand at the entrance of the Rogues Guild. Of course, it'd be a poor sort of underground organization if we put a bleeding sign on the front door. Anyway, from what Lady Yagiri told me, pretty handy in a scrape. She's off seeing to some private business right now, but I reckon we might have some use for a bang-up cove like you. If you're interested in joining us, tips us your daddles, and we'll put a hilt in each one, just like the gods intended. What do you say? Fancy learning a new trade? Good to see you're keen. I'll probably warn you on a few points before you dive in. Where most guilds take pride in turning their members into the best bloody candlestick makers they can be, they don't care about getting the job done. The job ain't pretty. You become one of us, you'll soon be neck deep in scum and knife fights. So if you're looking to scramper about rooftops and bilk dandies of their blunt, you best take it up with a different crew. Think on that. Come back if you're still keen. I didn't scare you often, Benny. They told me it was a meddlesome cove, and it proved. You need every ounce of that metal soon enough. I'll stand up inside and have a prattle with Jack. He's our upright man, the master of the guild. Now for the Into the Rogues Guild, speak with a Lone Lord whenever you wish to gain interest in the... Okay, yep. You're looking to head inside? Yep. I be the one they called Jack. Don't surprise you've heard me. Perhaps you'd be good enough to tell me your name, along with what that kindly cove has told me you're mine. Ah, the famous lions. All lions left Patch let you in, did he? Couldn't throw a blade for shite, and that one eye don't miss snot when it comes to sizing up a dimper cult for the Stalin. Just one thing, you ain't a pirate, are you? Well then, it's time you was stalled to the rogue. One of your best beaters cases, and I swear ye in myself when you're ready. Now I could fill your waddles with the storied history of our guild, but that's just the wits and wind. The most important thing, the only thing we care about, is getting the job done. Now most folks, and I'm assuming you're among them, know not long after the Limsa's founding, the city was overrun with a motley collection of pirates and thieves. But as wild as that lot were, it soon became clear that they all end up killing each other if they didn't lay down a few rules. That was a broken code of conduct, as it were. 1. You don't bite the purses of your fellow Lamentsons. 2. You don't rook a crew out of their spoils. And 3. You don't trade culls like they were chattel. I admit the finer points of the code are a mite murky, but I most agree with these 3 at least. Now you might be thinking none of that amounts to a sack of dillberries now the Admiral's outlawed piracy. But in the back alleys and black markets where Merylweb's grip ain't so tight, the code's still alive and well. Just as the law is enforced by the Yellowjackets, the code is regulated by us rogues. We go where the shadows are darkest and hand out justice to them as break the code. Some rum-soaked cove steals goods from the wrong coal, and we steal them back. That's a job, my natty lad. Of course, you don't hop the twig when the blade work's called for, neither. You see, there's more to our dragger plate than sticking coals at the pointy end. We'll weaken a mark with poison, fade away and strike into darkness. Whatever it takes to get the job done. Well, Lions, what do you say to that? Got the guts to do a rogue's job? Alright then. First off, we'll have to get your kit sorted out. A rogue needs to be light on his dew-beaters to stay on the mark's trail. The job might be a fighting across a deck or swinging through a mob, and the last thing you want is bleeding great axe, which hooks itself on every rope and post. That's why we stick to daggers, that let you slip through the streets just as easily as a slip through a rook's ribs. Here, take these stabbers and see how they look on you. Just don't get so excited that your new toys that you forget to dress for the role. You're surprised how many cults come back to me in their bloody small clothes. No, I'm a rogue. Better than a pirate. Pirates suck.
Yeah.
And just strap your daggers on without cutting yourself. We're off to a good start, I'd say. Next, you'll want to get a feel for the weight and speed of your new weapons. I reckon these bleeding cheats in the field outside Limsa could serve you for your first lesson. I test your blades on a few of them lambs and slice up some rats and pugils for good measure. Mind you mill them BCs one at a time, though, lad. I know you served far worse in the past, but you're no dimmer-dammer with them stabbers just yet. Okay, we're gonna try to do our best to get a couple levels. Get to a point where, like, rested experience doesn't give us much more. Let's see. Shade Shift creates a shadow that nullifies 20% of maximum HP. That's probably going to go right over there. I don't need that right now. And not last but not least, we just have to kill the sheeps over there. Now we'll be done with that. see. Gust Slash. Cool. Let's get like one more level because I think we're gonna need that for next class. There we go. Let's go just turn these in, and we're already almost out of rested experience. Which is being expected. That happens. That what you're milling, are you? You could never have enough blade practice, me young colt. In fact, I've even a list of marks for your hunting log. Put yourself against the foe and you'll soon learn some new steps for your dance with the daggers. You must think of yourself as a dancer, not a bleeding butcher. You only need so much force to ram a short blade into a hilt. Precision and speed, that's how we get the most out of your stabbers. Bulky armor only have you prodding about like the ungainly aurochs. Be sure you're wearing gear to let you move freely as well. Alright, get your blade work up to scratch lines. I might just have a job for you. Okay, this will give us another... Oh there, Lions. I must say, you're looking pretty comfortable with those stabbers of yours. I reckon you're good and ready for your first assignment. Ordinarily, I stow you and me wins and let you get on with your work, but seeing as we only just dragged you into the shadows, there might be a couple things which you ain't familiar with. Let's build on what you likely do know, and that's the fact that the Admiral, God bless her soul, has outlawed piracy in Limsa Laminsa. So why do you think there's so many sodden pirates in this town? I'll tell you why. There's still one way for them to loot and pillage without incurring the wrath of the law. All you gotta do is apply to serve the Thalassocracy as a certified privateer. The captain with the privateer's license is free to terrorize the seas until the Aldcoats come home, so long as he only targets vessels which belong to the Garlean Empire. Of course, considering how bloody vast the Empire is, there's plenty of loot to go around. Crews fill their holds with Imperial plunder and sail back to Limsa to offload the spoils. That's where this particular case went sour. See, one crew got them fables on a Magitech device, a firing mechanism to be precise. It was rocked out of their hold by some heavy-handed coves. If you recall, these don't sit well with the code. If you're bold enough to rook a pirate out of his due, you best be prepared to visit from the rogues. And speaking of visiting rogues, Underfoot, over here, lad. I want the pair of you working together on this. Pass sentence on them code-defying rooks and bite back the Magitech part. What's the cult need me for, then? You're in charge of the new recruits, ain't you? It's Lion's first assignment. You're to go along and give them the benefit of your wisdom. Since when was I in charge of new... bugger it. So I guess we'll be partners for the now. The name is Paramu Huramu, and most of me fellows call me Underfoot. He might seem like a touch reluctant, but Paramu is one of our best. You do as well as he says and you'll get the job done. Okay, so what do you have to say? Alright then, me young rogue. Seeing as this is your first official outing, I want to be sure your dance steps are up to task. With them short blades, you need to get good and close to your mark, aye? But we ain't bleeding swads in shining armor, and the lighter kit we wear ain't much protection from a click to the gad. So if you don't fancy splitting blood and teeth, your best defense is simply not being there when your mark winds up to land a nasty cloud. Sliding around the flank usually does a trick, and then there's some rum fun that every rogue should master, the shade shift. Clear your mind and trust in your speed, and you can leave an axe-wielding brute or spell-fleeing mage chasing your shadow while you bury your stabbers in his guts. Right, now it's time we put this lesson into practice against some of those overlays in the lower Los Ancia. Hope you're paying attention, lad, because those tentacles can pack a wallop. Enjoy. So where am I going? That is Tempest Gate. Okay, so that's done. Now we just report back to the Rogues Guild again. Done with the practice then. The singing them tentacle buggers will soon teach you to stay on your toes, eh? Ahem. Now we got your blood rushing. I think it's time we get down to work. First things first, we need to track down them addled coves which ripped that Magitech gadget. Might have been one of our rogues has heard something. These guild drives on information, you see. With agents scattered far and wide with their glazes keen on their waddles to the ground. Let's pay a visit to Itoan of the Drowning Winch. Ask her for a weak ale and see what she gets you. I'm not setting you up for a laugh, lad. Trust me. Welcome to the Drowning Winch. What's your pleasure, sir? A weak ale. Never in all my days. We may serve some cheap grog in the winch, but not that was watered down. Is your usual oil too bold for your tastes, perhaps? Would you like to order from the underground menu? Aye, there's quite a lot one can offer for a customer of your roguish charms. Is there anything particular I could help with? The trouble over the Magitech loot. It was not a subtle job. The gang in question is an unusual group of former pirates calling themselves the Dainty Demolishers. Seem to number of court dandy mannerisms and have a preference for seizing Garlean machinery. This is known for conspiring with goblins. Rumor says the Demolishers visit a beastman camp in the middle Lost Sea to fence their goods. Their goods generally take the form of Imperial technology. I imagine that goblins are rather pleased to take possession of a Mark 40. Is that 4? I think that's 43 anti-aircraft cannon firing mechanism. You mean to steal the device back? Then your trail leads to the goblin camp in Summerford. Summerford, eh? On your way, lad. Meet me across the river from the camp and we'll plan our next move. Fuck was that? Yeah, I might as well kill these guys right now. Did you knock it down, Lions? I've been snilching the action across the way there. No sign of demolishers, but I did see them Gambler Cove stuffing the Garlean gadget into his backpack. I know Itoan would steer us alright. How's your chance, lad? Clout that Gambler Gobby and grapple that device. I've lost track of which gob it was, but I'm thinking it's that sun on the left. Just make sure you dance away from the bomb blast. Posting and dodging in the middle of a fireball might not save you from getting your eyebrows singed off. That's the way, lad. There was not for me to do but sit on me dandles and watch. So, got the goods then. Aye, this is the device, and no mistaken. Let's get back to the guild, eh? We still owe them demolish our bastards of Millen, and it'll keep, but that'll keep for the now. Here, you should be the one to deliver the prize to Jack. It's in your hands what snatched it out of the goblin's paw, after all. Captain, I say. Some fiend has perpetrated violence upon our goblin colleagues whilst we sought to wet our throats with the fine libations. This will not stand, Captain. Only filched loot has been pilfered from under our noses. Blast and bother. My blood boils and bubbles at the temerity of this affront. I know not the identity of those audacious buffoons, but they should not be made to pay and pay dearly with me, my fine fellows. Huzzah! Looking to head inside? Yes, I am. You managed to grapple that firing mechanism yet, Lions? Yes, I did, and there you go. Ah, still in one piece, too. You done well for your first assignment, lad. Don't look like much, but that crew put their lives on the line to coy this here bauble. Be pleased to see it snatched back from the ruffians. You've yet to do for the dainty demolishers, Jack. The job ain't over. You're right, Underfoot, it ain't. You break the code, you face the consequences. Oh, it's not at all what I expect from the inside of a coven. And who might you be, sirs? Your ignorance is understandable. After all, your schemes are always perfect, our heists impeccable. Shall I reveal our infamous name and drinking delicious terror? We are the deadly, dastardly, and dictionarily devilish. Quail before the dainty demolishers. Captain, I say, there's a cat who misappropriated our merchandise. I concur. He's the self-same simpleton whom we've trailed unnoticed to this very establishment. Surprise, surprise. Now, my dear dandies, let us not be unpleasant. We should endeavor to resolve this distastefulness without resorting to insults or other less diplomatic methods. At least not yet. You there. Yes, the clean-cheeked errand boy. Be a good fellow and fetch me your superior. One of your colleagues has committed a terrible crime against us. We will not be leaving until the proper restitution has been paid. Oh, an errand boy now, am I? Tell me, Captain, just what kind of place do you think this is, then? This place? I suppose it's some manner of coven. The one-eyed dormant says it's the dutiful sisters of Edelweiss or some such. And you've yet to realize your mistake. Your fate was sealed the moment you dragged your sorry Koran across the threshold. Are you threatening me, boy? I have my fellows cut out that impudent tongue. We've exhausted our reserves of daintily today, lads. Show these fraudulent sisters how the demolishers deal with upstarts. You still don't understand, do you? There are but 3 sorts of culls what the doorman lets pass. Clients, recruits. God, spit. I'll kill you all. Didn't your mom teach you not to interrupt a lady when she's talking? You'd have learned that the 3rd sort of cull is a bollocks for brains mark that marches themselves right into the rogue's den. Rogues? But we were so careful. I've heard tales of my pirate days. Stories about merciless wraiths who uphold the code. They weren't called rogues back then, though. The upright thieves they were. The knaves in the shadows. The knives in the shadows. You can't be them. You're just trying to scare me. Well, the captain of the daily demolishers is not so easily cowed. The hell's with your deceptions. Huzzah! Huzzah for my fallen comrades. Deception side. Anyone you meet could be a rogue, Captain. Even a clean-cheeked errand boy. He's still breathing. Find me some rope and string him up someplace in town. And now the job's done. Quite the introduction you had there, eh? Welcome to Linso Lamenta's ever-churning underbelly, where the thieves shed their skin and become rogues. Not much for discussing the old days, but since it come up, I might as well clear up the confusion. It was back when piracy was at its peak. It was what protected the cove were dammers, the best lads and lasses to be had amongst the pirate crews. They bit back the goods who were wrongly bitten, and came back for the guilty under the coven of darksmen. Upright thieves became the title of these coves, which dealt in sanctioned stealing and milling. But it was only those who had to cut all ties with the buccaneer's life that was accepted into the ranks, conflicting loyalties and all that. They formed their own guild and even their own way of speaking. It was once a pirate was no pirates no more. Later on, when Mayweb took the admiral's chair, the upright thieves agreed to abide by her laws. We became the Rogues Guild to mark the change, and altered our recruiting policy to accept adventurers like yourself. But although the title is different, the job remains the same. Uphold the code, preserve the underground society which spawned us. Just as you've done with this assignment. Keep up the good work, Lions, and you'll go far in the shadows. Okay, next one is 10. I think I'm honestly gonna be... I don't know. Do I try to push? What level do I need to do in order to do the leveling? I'm pretty sure it's 16. So we gotta get about 9 levels. Or I could just, like, leave it here, build up a little rest experience, and then make it a little bit easier for us. Honestly, that sounds like a better idea, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let's go over to Dragoon. Make a little progress in our plot. What is it now? Am I familiar with the Serpent of the Ruby Sea? We struggle to find someone who here is not. A day of my childhood passed without my grandfather and mother telling me about that fairy's tale. These days, hearing the opening line of it alone puts me to sleep in an instant. All children that dare swim into the deep blue sea are ensured to become the sea serpent's tea. Why, I nearly fell asleep there. I just as all my age will be able to tell you. Try asking the elderly woman over there if you wish to know more. You heard me tell you about the fairy tale, the Serpent of the Ruby Sea. Oh, dear child, that is no mere fairy tale. Head over to the Coral Banquet if you do not believe me. You shall find a horror beyond your wildest nightmares. Its nose misses nothing, especially not the blood of men. Many a tale of wounded pirates falling overboard and being swallowed alive before they can land a hand on the ship they fell from. Does it seem like the serpent could be Fenelon? While it is true we dragons do hunt by following our prey scent, I have not known any of our kind to swallow men whole. The idea strikes me as awfully barbaric. I doubt this will lead to Fonanum. Our curiosity has been piqued, and I cannot simply leave this mystery unsolved. It's so brilliant an excuse for me to engage in a bit of hunting. I cannot hope to draw out the beast without bait after all. Head to the Coral Banquet, and I shall join you shortly. Well, they never mentioned that you were this slow, Lions. I already hunted a beast that you were doubtless lured the serpent on, and I arrived here long before you. So go ahead and hurl the bloody meat into the sea. We deal with the hungry creatures that are drawn to us. Oh, hello. Well, I do not know about you, but that was somewhat bigger than I was expecting. We may have failed to find Fonum, but in her place we've gained a delicious supper. Now that we have the serpent's meat, let's head back to Bokesen's hot springs. The last one back will prepare dinner. What level is this? This is 65. Okay. So we have to go to Kagane. And we need to go here. Lions, good to see you've returned at last. I must confess I was unable to resist the meat's succulent call, and before I knew it, I had devoured the vast majority of our spoils. Please do help yourself to whatever is left. I've stored the leftovers in the crate I was sent in here in. Pay no attention to any that may resemble teeth marks. Those are indentations created by the ice. Oh, anyway, one could see through that as lie. I'm sorry, Lions. Do not hope my greed has not upset you too much. Why didn't you leave me any good morsels? Calm yourself, Lions. Many would count themselves lucky to even have the chance to nibble on the meat of such a majestic beast. Regardless, meat is far from our primary concern at the moment. Beginning to wonder if the day we find a Fonum will ever come. But I must not allow myself to lose heart so easily. There are still plenty of legends for us to look into. Hope is far from lost. Pray continue to grant me your support, Lions. Oh there, Lions. I must say, I could get used to life here in the Far East. Like those in Ishgard, Hidgen's harbor harbors no ill feelings towards Dravanians. You should really hear some of the things Karaku says. He keeps remarking that he wants me to stay here for an eternity when he introduces me to a new people. It seems he quite believes strongly that dragons bring good luck. But what is that with that expression I see in your face? Could it be jealousy? Oh, Lions, do not worry yourselves. You should be as popular as here one day. More importantly, one of the new friends I have made through Karaku mentioned that he knew something that might prove relevant to our search. Just about to go and meet him now. Why don't you accompany me? This is going to give us how much? About 100,000. Okay, cool. Give me a moment. I shall call him now. Izai, or Nkai. Oh god, one of these freaking guys. Endless and most sincere apologies to yours and Will's for the wait. Yes, yes. But what, Lions? Do not worry, no more betrayals. Burn all the kami and creation I have. Yes, yes. Lions, have you already made Gyoyodo's acquaintance? Come to hear about dragon legends. Yes, yes. There is a place that comes to mind, the Azim Steppe. You can get there by following the Wood River, home to all Namazu. Go way upstream and you will reach the steppe. Yes, yes, it is here that a monstrous dragon as dark as the night sky is said to slumber. Dark as the night sky, you say? No more information do I have. Go to marketplace of Azim Steppe, known as Reunion. You find the answers you seek there. This could be the one, Lions. The Horde was home to many a dark-scaled dragons after all. Let us hurry to Reunion. Okay, we already have that one, so that's not gonna be too hard to get to. Well, As these energetic children have come to me, it is only natural I try questioning them first. Perhaps your time would be best spent asking some of the more mature Aurora if they know anything about the dragon Goyoto mentioned. Looks like... how's this gonna help? It seems you best served asking elsewhere. Yeah, no shit. Black Dragon in these parts. Sure, I know of it. The storytellers say the fiend awakens once every few decades and goes on a wild rampage. When it had its fill of destruction, it returns to its lair in the northwestern mountains and slumbers. Any tribe were to slay such a beast, bring him great honor. We Aronir have had our eyes on it for some time. We are looking for the dragon, are you? I did hear there's a sighting recently. First one in 100 years, apparently. Not that I believed any of that nonsense. It would not surprise me if the whole story was a dream of some old Aronir in his cups. Lions, help! These children are not playing nice. Don't suppose you have fared any better. And said to live in the Northwest. If a dragon has truly been sighted recently, our timing is perfect. I'm glad we not come this far only to find the mist of a deep slumber. Let's head to the mountains in the northwest. Now, children, do not think it's time for me. Do you not think it's time you are making your way back to Mommy and Daddy? We grown-ups have business to attend to. Okay, before I do anything else, I do want to grab. Repair all of our stuff. No. Jeweler, traveling merchant. No, you don't have any. Okay, well, I'm not seeing anything over there, so we have a long way to go. So there he is. See what it says. Seems as good as area as any to commence our search. Ready to get started, Alliance? No, not really, but fuck it. Well then, let us see if we cannot wait. What's that smell? Are we about to learn that the locals refer to the warrior as the Black Dragon? So you are also on the hunt for this dragon. Hunt? Perish the thought we came to speak with it. Now I've heard everything. Speak, you say. Be calm and willing to talk, but I assure you the black-scaled monster is not in the mood. It has thrashed 8 of our finest warriors. We are disgraced and must inform our clan of the battle's outcome. We're certainly not interested in staying in here any longer. Come along, Lions. Then we may finally found Phantom this time. Okay, so where are we going? Search for the Black Dragon. Oh, well, there we go. Hi, buddy. What's up? You good? Purim, I beg you, listen to me. She's mad with fury. My voice does not reach her. The clash will only end if one of you perishes. Let's retreat for now and rethink our approach. We've come so far and have come so many obstacles, yet when we finally meet Phantom, we cannot even speak with her. My apologies, Lions, but pray return to reunion without me. I need some time to think of all this in. Perhaps the sport of hunting will help clear my mind. Yes, I'm somewhat calmer now, Alliance. Thanks for you for asking. The key to all this is discovering the source of Fonem's rage. Once we know this, we can decide our next move. May give you some time. I'll not allow our journey to end in failure. Okay, the next one delivers an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you with a potency of 300 for the first enemy and 30% less for all remaining enemies. It can only be executed under Life of Dragon. Allows the strengthening of the gaze the first brood while successfully landing Mirage Dive. When the gaze is strongest 2 units, Yersokyul will grant you Life of Dragon status. While under the effect of Life of Stratus, Yersokyul will turn into Nostrum. Okay. So got it. Yeah, I've been going for about an hour and a half now. I'm got about a little bit more I could probably do. Probably knock out a bit of story. I want to try at least getting the Nadam finished. Still got a long way to go. Jesus, okay.
How he died matters not. Gesser was a great warrior. He will return to us in time.
Not soon enough, Hartun. The Nardum is nearly upon us. Mayhap we should counsel restraint until after.
I do not understand. If Gesser is dead, how should he return?
Silence! You come to spy on us, knowing naught of our ways.
We know you are fearless, and that you are called the Undying Ones.
That is true. None are braver than the Dothal, for we do not fear death. With death, a warrior must dance boldly, fearlessly, for thus does his soul burn bright. Then, in death, his soul shines white, exalted. The flesh rots, but the soul endures. And ere the seasons have turned, so he shall return. When he is glimpsed in the eyes of a newborn, he is blessed with the same name, that he may grow into a great warrior once more.
You mean to tell me these newborn babes and fallen warriors are one and the same? Madness!
I probably shouldn't have said that one out loud, Gotsetsu.
I gave you leave to observe, not to insult our beliefs. Have care what you say. Otherwise, do as you will.
Thanks for almost getting us killed, Gotsetsu. Very nice of you. Such contempt was in their eyes I have never known. And for the soul to live on as they say is not something I could easily accept. You truly believe this? Do they truly believe this? All of them? That in death there can be rebirth, retribution. And even we came here in search of information. We cannot leave without speaking to our people. I know you. Reunion. Travels with the mole girl. I marked you after I left the Olornir. One from Doma. Others I could not place. My name is Coco. Welcome to the Thrall Call. Coco sounds to your ears the name of a woman. Well, of course, because it is. I died a woman and was reborn a man. It is of no moment. The soul of soul and the flesh of the flesh. If you scoff, and he would. Many look only in the name and the flesh and let these things dictate their perceptions. Consider Sandu Kotan. 3 times before she died a man. She returns as a woman on the 4th. Yet she is no less fierce, and any outsider foolish enough to think so will learn the truth of their peril. The cycle of death and rebirth. It's simply that. Take me. I died in battle with the Hotgo. Fiercely did I fight, and so I returned. Alas, we know not of our past lives. To learn what it means to be Hoyar again and again. It's difficult to remember everything, but important. Impressive, is it not? Was slain by my boy. We were childhood friends, he and I, before he fell and returned. Master of the bow. It's good to see that he retains his skill. Alliance, you've completed your inquiries. Aye, as she said, they believe with every fiber of their being that their bravest warriors will be reborn. As for me, I observed some of their warriors at practice. Formidable as the Arunir, perhaps more, and their weapons are as equal as well. They do not lack in skill or resources. It is plain to see that their numbers are inferior. This has been an educational experience, to say the least. Yet everything we have learned is common knowledge to the people of the steppe. It would not be enough to earn our comrades their freedom. Not less than the Thothral's plans for the Nadam will suffice, I fear. Well, I've never been one for skulking about. I will go to Sandu and see what secrets I can prise from her lips. What are people fucking doing? Blah, 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 blah. Fuck off. Do not care. The spies return. They have learned not. Perhaps so, but no longer. Though you hide it well, I know you have devised some manner of cunning strategy for the Nadam. Out with it, I say. We are what you see, Doman. We are the thrall. Let us rely on tricks and traps, subterfuge, lies. We have need of naught but our own strength. Meet the enemy in battle and kill him. That's why I cared not what you did from the first. There is naught for you to learn. Tell your masters to meet us in the field and make ready to ride with their ancestors. Your confidence is plain, as is your strength. You are not the most prosperous of tribes. The Maul you mock are few, but so too are you. Why? Though a glorious death is to be celebrated, it is yet death. While we kill many, many are killed in turn. In the wake of our battles, the soil drinks deep in the blood of the fallen, their bodies piled high. Not all are born again, only the bravest. Yet one cannot return unless there is a vessel to inherit the soul. And if warriors die before they birth children, that is that. Even the brave warriors who find a vessel will for many years remain a shadow of his former self. It falls to his elders to endure until he is ready to accept his responsibilities. Ever we will meet our enemies in battle without fear. Such is our way. Even if our numbers dwindle, if we die, so be it. But know we will fight to live, not to die. The thrall train and make ready for the day. They do not rush to meet it, not until we've done our duty. Nano Katan, his body has been given to the sands. And our part is done. Rest, warrior. The dawn draws near and you will need your strength. If you intend to fight in the Dam, you should return to the mall and make ready. But know when next we meet, you and yours will die. You fight for us and live. Think on it, travelers. We shall. If you permit me the final question at every part, where is the place that Geezer has been laid to rest? Though I know him not, he was there at the end, just to say a few words. Rights for the flesh. Heard of this. Madness, I say, for his body is of the earth now. He will not hear you. But you may speak to the sands, if that is what you will. They lie to the west. Make haste, for the Geddon may already have caught his scent. My apologies, Lions. It will take a moment. Oh my god, can you fuck off? I'm not joining your free company. Get out of here. Same guy too? Yeah, no. I'm not joining your free company. Don't care.
Left for the vultures. It seems an insult to the man. But the soul lives on, they say. These bodies, no more than empty husks, returning to the earth. Seen through those eyes, I suppose the sight is almost comforting. Pardon me? When first I heard the tales, I could not help but scoff. Another queer tribe, I thought, with still queerer customs. Yet having borne witness to their rites, I cannot deny there is a certain logic to it all. A samurai will die for his lord without hesitation or regret. But this is not because he delights in such sacrifice. because he has faith that his death will serve a higher purpose. There is an awakening in that instant, when the heart sings and the blood burns, and his soul finds peace. There is comfort in that. Nay, we dare not permit ourselves that luxury, my friend, tempting though it may be. Not while our loved ones yet remain in chains.
Well then, we must be on our way. Even Gizer. Let's return to the Dawn Throne and pray that our tale is enough to satisfy our most radiant taskmaster. Meanwhile, deep within the Dawn Throne.
Well, if there is a way out, I can't see it. Shame we didn't learn much before they locked us up.
'Tis little wonder the Orinir won the last Nardum. These people leave naught to chance.
Hien, I've had something on my mind for a while, and now... In Alamigo, where I was born, I found it strange that for all the people who supported the Resistance, there were just as many who didn't. But then we came to this part of the world and met with the Confederacy and lots of ordinary domans, and almost every single one of them seemed content to just put up with things, no matter how bad they got. They all had their reasons, of course, and it's not like I don't understand them, but the thought of it made me so angry. After everything they'd been through, everything the Empire had done to them, how could they not rise up? How could they not fight back?
People are pragmatic creatures at heart. They hold on to hope only until they taste true hardship. Then comes fear and regret. Safer not to dream, they conclude at last. For even should a day go by without some new disappointment, the next will only bring more of the same. And so they choose the more sensible option. They learn to abide the indignities and injustices, the pain and the shame, to accept them as normal. Such is the lot of most men. One cannot expect to spur them to action at a moment's notice. But if one who has known their pain can convince them to strive for something greater and rekindle the fire in their hearts, then they will remember what they have lost, and they will rise.
I had someone like that once. I didn't know who I was or who I wanted to be, and he risked his life to show me the way.
then honor him by doing the same for others with all your might and main. You know, when my homeland fell 25 years past, I was still in my mother's womb. Never have I known a free Doma. But my father did, as did many of my fallen comrades, as do many of my people now. It may be no more than a dream to me, but if I do not chase it, then who will?
The way you carry it all, you're just the same.
As you?
Oh, no, not me. Definitely not me. I meant the Warrior of Light. Out there, somewhere. Doing what needs to be done. I won't have you put me to shame any longer. I'm going to seize the future I want, with my own two hands.
See, this gives us a headpiece. Nice. You're ready to depart, I trust. Good, then let us away. Oh, we actually have some quests over here too. That looks to be like one of the Aether Current ones. So grab that real quick. Yep, there we go. It's not often we have travelers in Dothrol Call. There's something I would ask of you, if you have the time. My name is Mochi of the Seven Swords. I am a reincarnation of a master swordsman. They say he was so fast with a sword, it was as if he wielded 7 blades. Indeed, he was well respected. I was shocked to believe that I am he. And how much I practice my swordsmanship never improves not. I'd like you to ask around the village, find out if I truly am who they say. There's a secret concerning my previous life. They will not tell me, no matter how much I ask. What are you saying? Of course his name is correct. He may be clumsy with the blade at the moment, but he will improve in time. I hear that the previous Myochi also struggled when he first picked up a sword. All he needs to do is train. You do not believe that Myochi to be the reincarnation of a swordsman? Nonsense. There will be no other Dothrol born in the year Myochi passed. Previous Myochi of the Seven Swords was a true warrior. His swordsmanship was unmatched. I believe he would not be reincarnated. Wait, there they are. Need to buy about 99 of these. Okay, and then the other person we have to talk to is over here. Myochi. He always happens to run off somewhere when I try to help him with his training. He does his name a disservice. Were you able to learn a lot? I see. I'm exactly as they say. Thanks for your help. Looks like you could hold your own in battle. How'd you grow so strong? Teacher. Behind every strong warrior, there's an equally strong teacher. No doubt I too would benefit from some guidance. Training alone is only so effective. But you teach me. I think no better way to make myself stronger. You don't answer right away. All that you've seen and heard, your knowledge, I would have it. No secret stratagems, you say? That is well. I expected as much. But the three are not schemers. They live only for war. For the context of strength and will, they are fierce on. And to face one is to court death. Meet us in the field and make ready to ride with your ancestors. Such were the words with their Khatan, Sadhu. Speak not the devil's name in the presence of the most radiant. You bade us to tell you of the Thothri, yet you not hear the name of their leader. To the last Nadam, she gave great offense. The most radiant brother called to him the woman of the steppe, that he might look into her eyes and see if Nama looked back. For the Geddon that fell Ungda, she spat curses and called forth flames. She scorched the soil and refused to present herself. 3 days and nights we had fought to claim the Dawn Throne, and still she shows Mother Magna with such disrespect, such defiance. By rights she should pay with her life. Now another word, Batu, or you'll pay with yours. Her words are air, as the Domans say. However, they are proof of her service to the sun. They are a proof of your service to the sun. Go and fetch the others from their cells. My lord, Lys, are you unharmed? Thanks to you and Lions, we are free to return to Mol Old, I take it. By your deeds have you proven yourselves to be warriors brave and true. You may return to Mol and make ready for Nadam, on one condition. To fight Nadam is to be bound by it. Swear here and now to abide by the laws of the steppe. You accept the supreme authority of the Kalgan, whoever it may be. Or Kagan. We swear. Alright, so we finally got our friends out. Go talk to them real quick. Well done, my friends. I knew you would not fail. I should be glad to hear of your experience with the thrall, but as time is of the essence, let us converse en route. Come. Seren and the others are waiting. Don't make this easy on me, do you? I think the gods you are alright. When you failed to return, I feared the worst. But here you are, hale and whole, and you survived Bardam's mental. Bless are we to have you as allies. With your strength, we may have a chance. Okay, that actually looks kind of cool. The rest of the outfit, not so much, but that helmet does look kind of sick. My friends, we've come to the final day of the Tuscan Sar, to the Nadam. The battle commenced with the rising of the sun. The Nile will shatter the soil, and the steppe will be unbound. A great oval will erupt from the earth, and called the new Kagan. All will converge upon the light, and the warrior who claims it will win the day. Precious little time remains. Pray use it to prepare for the battle. Many of the young ones have never taken part in Nadam. They are nervous. Perhaps you will favor them with a few words. It would do much to ease their fears. Oh, what a scare the shit out of these kids. You're all going to die in the battlefield. When we were young, my friends and I could scarcely wait to challenge the Bottom's metal. We longed to become warriors. The day came and went, and we rarely fought men, mostly beasts. Now we stand against the Oronir and the Thrall. You have seen them, taken the measure of them. You believe you can win? You can and will, have faith. Yes, yes, 'twas the gods that we fight. Surely it is their will that we win, of course. Ah, it is you, the ones who help the children with their chores. For that I must thank you. Though mayhap I will repay the favor in battle. So I too will fight in the Dam. But you may not see me, while you and yours contest the Ovo. Arms and I will devote our efforts to preventing other tribes from interfering. We are few, we are weak. We shall do what we can to aid you. Go well, traveler. And so, if it be the gods' will, let us speak again when the day is done. At the behest of the Khutand who speak with us, yes. You were kind to do so, and I am grateful. Do not underestimate the power of words. A warrior conquers one with his hands, but 1,000 with his head. Even you cannot fight forever. Okay, where's the last one? Oh, there you are. How strange this feeling, the thrill before battle. A battle in which I may die. We will fight, we will win, and return to Mal-Il together. Yes, yes, of course we will. I must have faith. I must have courage. You don't understand the motive of the gods, but I have accepted their guidance ever since I was a child. If they would have us fight, I must believe they have their reasons. So I shall fight with all my might. If the gods will, then we shall win. Already I sense a change in the people. Their hearts soothe and their resolve strengthen. This we owe to you. We are of the soil, the wind, and the water. We are not conquerors. And yet, we are yet the children of Nama. We are yet Exalia. We are made for battle, to kill and be killed. We do not delight in such things. Let no man doubt that they are in our nature. Flesh, blood, bone, that which was given we offer to the gods as tribute. The day we embrace death, ours and our enemies. So too must you embrace this truth, for this is who we are, who you are become as warriors of the steppe. May the gods guide you to victory. All that remains is to wait for daybreak. You are ready for battle, Lions? Go ahead and get started on that.
I see you, soil bearers.
The soil has been scattered, and the steppe reborn! Sanctified and unbound, she calls for a new Han! Go forth and claim her, Dothal, and bring death to all who bar your way!
It begins, Grandmother.
I must say, it's been a while. Is everyone ready?
A samurai is always ready! You shall remember this soon enough once I have taken to the field.
So we take on all comers, and then it's off to Doma. I can't wait.
Thank you, my friends. Upon the soil of one and all shall our deeds be inscribed.
Triumphant in the Dom, you and your allies must race from Molal towards the Ovo in the distance while fending off attacks from other tribes. Once you arrive at the Ovo, you will claim it for the Mall, but we warn the warriors of other tribes can do so as well. Only the first to be crowned Kagan. Prevent your opponents from claiming the Ovo and endure their assault to win the Dom for the Mall.
Grant us favor, O Mother of the Dusk, and to victory guide them all!
Forward! Forward! Out of my way!
Yeah, I'm not scared of you. You came, as I knew you would. For you two are a warrior of the steppe. Salute you, traveler, and you should be honored to face you alone. The thrall thirsts for blood and will suffer no duels. Bear witness, Father Azim. The soil shall drink deep into blood this day.
Rise, brothers of the sun! Know your place!
Hearken to the chaos, brothers! In death do our souls sing!
Bow down before me!
Leave this one to me!
The sun cannot be extinguished.
It's not enough!
Nice. Pulled that off pretty painlessly.
The steppe has spoken. Then the Han is.
We have won. The Maul have won. The Dawn Throne is ours.
We did it. And you, my friend, you were magnificent. Magnificent and, not a little terrifying.
What a strange tale this has become. To think I suffered them to live.
On your guard, Otun. The wind warns of men in iron.
Oh, really? These assholes want to interrupt things?
I thought I'd find you here, Eorzean! Dearest of all my enemies. Today's the day I finally get to kill you. And then they'll give me a shiny medal and my choice of posting. Bloody perfect it is! Well, go on then! Kill him!
Dearest of all his enemies, eh? Congratulations. Hearken to me, honored warriors of the steppe! Our enemies intrude upon this sacred ground! Have you yet the strength to oppose them?
You forget to whom you speak, Doman. We are the Undying Ones. We are Dothal!
If this be the will of the Mole and their Han, so be it. The sun shall abide by the law of the steppe.
Trust the Imperials. Drive them before you. Yeah, you're not so cheeky now that I've got an army of my own.
Time to get serious!
This blow shall end you!
Mark well and learn! For you, Father! Let us be about it!
Hey, you're down. I mean, if they're gonna just keep spawning enemies, so I might as well just do this.
Let naught be left in our wake! How it burns!
Yeah, I'm glad that didn't go off on me.
I heard you!
Get wrecked, nerd.
Impossible! He was there for the taking! What do I have to do? I need more men, more weapons, more power! Ah!
As if we'd lose to the likes of him. And we're only gonna get stronger. Stronger and stronger until we're strong enough to take back everything they stole.
I have kept my promise, Serena. They are yours to command.
Oh, yes, of course.
Brothers and sisters of the steppe, the Nardum is ended, and we Mol now claim the Dawn Throne. No demands shall we make of you, save these. Heed our comrades' words, and honor the law of the steppe.
Before I fought for the Mol, I fought for my homeland, for Doma.
To Doma, would you have us go to fight your war and win your freedom? Very well. The battlefield matters not, nor else the enemy. In battle do our souls burn bright. And better the Mole's law than that of the sun. Arrogant and foolhardy were their pronouncements. Already you and yours show better sense.
The sun shall answer your call, Doman. Wild as the wind the Otun and her brood may be, but they will deliver you naught. We will deliver you your kingdom.
Weak and few as we are, the Mol will fight for Doma too, if you will have us.
Well then, I believe naught remains but to return to Doma at the head of a Zayla army, my lord. I cannot wait to see the look on Yugiri's face.
Nor I. We shall depart as soon as our forces are assembled and rejoin our comrades. And then, my friends, we shall bring freedom to the people of Doma!
Your Imperial friends are truly impeccable timing. Had he even come in a few moments earlier, then he would have actually stood a chance. In any event, this is 2 battles won in a single day, which by my reckoning gives us twice the cause to celebrate. First, I pray you grant me a moment to express my gratitude. Thanks to you, we are one step closer to freeing my homeland from the tyranny of the Empire. I am in your debt. Of course, if all goes to plan, this is like to be but the first of many such debts. Yet I promise to endure any insolvency with a smile out of gratitude to the Kami for having seen fit to send you hither. But it would be rude of me not to monopolize your attention, Dallas. There are others who would speak with you. Let us go and greet Tomulan Khatan. Welcome, warriors of the steppe. It is an honor to receive you once more. We observed the battle from a distance and marked the moment of your triumph. In that instant, I wept tears of joy. Not only did you bring us victory in the Dam, but you ensured that every one of my kinsmen returned with their lives. Some were more gravely wounded than others, but none were lost to us. We cannot have asked for anything more. It's too much of an imposition. Would you be willing to go and speak with them? A simple gesture of those with whom you shared the battlefield. Some part of me still struggles to believe it, but we won. We defeated the Oronir in the Dothral and had won. When they appeared before us, I was filled with such fear that I had never known, but then I saw you charge with Serena and the others. Before I knew it, I was running and shouting. I carried the memory of that moment with me always, as well as the moment when you became one with the Ovu and was declared gone. The victory pose you struck was a sight to behold. I say, would you be willing to show us again? Aye, that is the stuff of legends. That's the Kagan in all his splendor. Praise be to Kagan, and to the gods for guiding him to us. Glory to Kagan and his comrades, forever and forever. 100 years to Kagan. Or Kagan? I don't fucking know. I know they said it like 100 times, and I will butcher every word in this game. Alliance, I am told you gave the young warriors a fine show. Grandmother and I have been discussing how we might best express our gratitude to you. Your words do not seem sufficient. This is Moran Cure, a traditional instrument of our people. The feats of our greatest warriors like Barnum and Chaka preserved in song. So too you will live on for years to come. Perhaps one day you will learn how to play it. And even if not, you may look on the Moran Cure and remember this time, this place. As will we when we hearken to the music. At risk of sounding impatient, we have certain pressing obligations. It's time we saw to them. You are right. To whom much is given, much is expected. Nay, do not think yourself so indebted to us. Was it not you who gave us your blessing to participate in the Dam, and you who saved Lord Hien from certain death? Doma is in your debt. We will ever be a friend. We will ever be a friend to them all. And we to you, Gotsetsu. A thought occurs to me. If you wish to return to Yangshi with all haste, the passage to the south of the Dust Throne will offer the most direct route. The thralls sealed it with their magics during the Doman Rebellion, and more men in iron came from afar. If ever there was a time to open the pass, it is now. We should journey to the Thrall Ka. Before that, we must visit the Dawn Throne. I should speak with the most radiant brother. Sure that's a good idea? I know he agreed to fight for Doma, but I doubt he'd be very happy to see us so soon after we beat him. Anam has made us for war, Lise. Ever since we came to this world, we have fought. In Nadam, blood was shed and lives were lost. Brown earth was stained crimson, and Exlia wept. But crimson is the dusk and the dawn, death and rebirth, ending to mark a new beginning. We who are born destined to die, as the seasons turn, are born again. Thus spoke the first. So you see, we harbor no hatreds. The Nadam is the Nadam, and what comes after is what comes after. If you say so, the Dawn Throne first then. Yes, and I shall accompany you. Alright, so we need to go to... here first. The sun is disinclined to entertain you at length. Speak your purpose in coming. Humble as ever. Should I be humble in the presence of inferiors? I'm a child of Azim, and you are not. The triumph of the Nadam does not rise you to such heights. Batu will not be joining us. He was wounded in the Nadam. His hurts are grave, and he requires rest. He will walk again in time. It was no business of yours. Such pity does not become Kagan. We are not allies, traveler, far from it. Dam will come again, and with it our rule. Say again, why have you come? You bid us surrender the Dawn Throne to the Maul. Nay, the Maul are beholden to the will of the gods, and they will not have us reside here. The Olnir and the Baduga may remain. We are for Yangshi, and wish to speak with your part in the coming war. Ah, the Domans and the Ironmen. Remember our pact. Sound the call, and the Olnir will answer. Oh, glad am I to hear it. We have preparations to attend to, and will send for you soon. The gods are kind. I'm sure the Olnir will prove a great boon in the days to come. The dusk, radiant, gentle, and ethereal, a dancer in the morning mist, a warrior besides. Look into my eyes, child. See you Azim? Are you my Nama? I know not what you speak, Brother Maknai, but I am certain you are mistaken, quite. We should get going, right now. Okay, so we gotta go speak with Zanu now, who is over there. But that's fine. This will go a lot faster because we can fly. Okay, so let's see what she has to say. Kagan and his warriors. Greetings, my lady. We have come to you on our journey south, bound for Yangshi, where our comrades await us. How fare you and yours in the wake of the Nadam? Many were wounded, some few to the death. Resplendent were their souls in the chaos. A good battle, good day to die, so we will greet them again. And perhaps one who went before them also. As their seed has quickened in his lover, When the child is born, we shall see who waits behind its eyes. Already we must look to next Dam. We must grow strong of body and mind, and your war will help us do so. Say the word and we will fly to the field. Of that I have no doubt, for you are the thrall. There is one more thing we would ask of you. The magic you used to steal the passages itself, will you unmake them? If that be your wish. When next we come together, it will be on the great battlefield against the common foe. I trust you will fight with the same fervor you demonstrated during the Nadam. And you, Ancient One, will be the demon I know you to be. Aught less will be a disappointment. Okay, I'm going to try to go for a little bit longer. I want to try to at least get the next dungeon unlocked. Not going to do it, but at least unlocked. Little Catan has done her part. This passage will deliver you to Doma. It is here we must part ways until the day you call us to battle. It won't be long, I know, but take care of yourself, Serena, and tell your grandmother and the others how much we appreciate everything they did for us. I will. Oh, and I nearly forgot. I have another gift for you. Oh, it's a red... Wait, is this the banner of the Mole tribe? Isn't the most practical of gifts, but nevertheless we wish to present it to you. I do not fully understand what has befallen Doma over her homeland leaves, but I do understand that you and yours have suffered terribly. The Mole place their faith in the gods, and in turn they shepherd us. They watch over and keep us. We pray they show you the same favor. As it was in the Dam, blood will be shed. Your lands engulfed in a storm of fire and steel, and yet, as it did here, it shall mark a new beginning there. May you ever walk in crimson, for in crimson there is life, there is liberation. Thank you for your prayers, Serena. We shall remember them. Until we meet again. Right then, to the House of the Fierce, with me, my friends. I have not used this road before. I recognize this place. The House of the Fierce lies somewhere to the south. I want to head and inform the sentries of our master's return. Here we are. I wonder if they are all gathered inside, waiting, perhaps expecting a speech of some such. No matter, I shall have to do what I shall have to do.
Brothers and sisters, pray forgive me my absence. It has been far too long.
Lord Hian.
Gosetsu told us of your trials and tribulations on the steppe. Would that I'd been present to witness your victory, my lord.
Our victory, Yugiri, owed as much to each of my stalwart comrades as it did to me. Now rise. I will not suffer this excess of formality any longer. Alphino and Alizé Levieux, I presume. I'm told we owe you much. It is a pleasure to meet you both.
The pleasure is ours, Lord Hian. Though we were born and raised a world apart, our values are one and the same. Freedom, justice, liberty. Each of which Doma shall soon enjoy once more.
Hopefully. I understand you have brought an army.
Indeed. The Zayla tribes of the Azim Steppe have pledged their military might to the cause.
Good. We, meanwhile, have secured the support of the Confederacy and a not insignificant number of your countrymen. The Blue Kojin, too, have expressed a willingness to join the fight, provided you agree to certain trade agreements following the liberation of Doma.
The shinobi will render what aid they can. However, Suino Sato refused to answer our call.
No matter. What forces we have amassed far exceed my original expectations. You have my thanks.
You should know that Xenos departed Doma not long after you left to find Lord Hian. We know not the reason why, but it would seem he was eager to return to Gir Abania.
What? Have you heard anything from the Resistance? There hasn't been another attack, has there?
Tataru assures me they are quite well. You need not worry. If anything, this turn of events would seem to be to our advantage.
But there the good news ends. Yotsuyu retains her position as acting viceroy, and we have reports that the garrison at Doma Castle is preparing for a massive operation. We suspect that the Empire's attempt to eliminate you on the steppe may have been a prelude to a larger effort to purge the remaining pockets of resistance within Doma.
The hour of reckoning is upon us.
Then victory will soon be ours.
The Han has spoken, and I, for one, am not inclined to argue. In this place, in this moment, I call upon you all. 25 years of oppression, of tyranny, of shame. It ends with us. We will prevail.
Once more, welcome back. It is good to see you again, Lions. And yes, this is another recent development we neglected to share with you. Alice and I have been hard at work attempting to restore the Aetheryte here to its former glory. I'm pleased to inform you that we succeeded. Suffice to say, it will prove a boon for travel. Well, for these replete with anima like you, at least. But you know what? I think I'm probably going to call that here. And we'll just pick up So grab the Aetherite real quick, and then I'll just pick up this next time. Here we go. Well, thank you very much for watching. Appreciate it. And I'll see